Right, hi guys. I'm doing this in a bit of a rush because it is literally 15 minutes just before your class on the digital portfolio. I need to get you moving. Now, I already did an intro video explaining roughly what the digital portfolio was. I want to jump straight in now to us generating some evidence and stuff like that. I'm going to try and do two videos before the end of this morning, but we'll see how that goes. So firstly, I want to look at some guidance for P1. P1 requires you to describe the audience and purpose of a digital portfolio. Okay. Now, when you're designing a digital portfolio, remember you're presenting yourself, and you could be presenting yourself to a variety of people. Now, in the unit, we're going to focus on two different types of audience: family and friends, and professionals, so potential employers. Now, for the criteria, you've got to describe two things. You've got to describe who that audience is, and like in terms of whether it needs to be particularly professional friendly, blah blah blah. Obviously, if you're doing it as a kind of advertisement of yourself, then it needs to be professional. And some sections will be more appropriate than others. For example, qualifications and so on, more appropriate for an employer. However, then you've got other things like achievements, things you're achieving might be more appropriate to family or friends, although your employers might want to see them too. We are going to be designing a portfolio that has two possible routes through it, one for family and friends and one for an employer. This is going to require you to think about the content that is on that, which you should be doing anyway. But remember, an employer could view the same stuff that you are putting up for family and friends. So you need to keep it relatively professional, but it also gives a good idea to the employer of who they're bringing on. Okay, so for that, I need you to do an explanation of, firstly, the audiences. So describe what a family and friends website might look like, and describe what a professional website might look like. And you need to describe why you would be designing in that way. Why would you design the professional website in the way that you would be designing it? What kind of content might you put up, and also then do the same for your family and friends. Okay, very whizzy quick. Need you to start writing that as soon as possible. We'll go through this in class. I'll give you a little bit more ideas, maybe have a discussion on it, and that will give you some ideas for doing P1. Got to get that going, got to get that moving. We've got about 6 weeks realistically to finish a lot of this, because after Easter you will be able to you will be on the task of adding information to your digital portfolio. Sorry, this is a bit stuttery. I'm doing this off the fly. I always do. And I'll see you in the next video or in class, whichever's sooner.